Yeah, so yesterday he was just finishing up his catch play and he caught a spike and it was his right hamstring. So we got a scan. It was a grade 1, so very benign. So putting him on the IL, we just feel that it shouldn't be long, and the hope is that once his stint is up, he'll be back and ready to go.
Has he experienced something like this before?
No, I don't think he's experienced anything like this before. It's just really freak and random, and sort of like how Brazier was really a benign incident as far as running sprints and then kind of blows out the calf. So kind of a little bit of bad luck.
How frustrating is it, considering some of the state, like how some of these injuries in this bullpen have sort of come together?
It's certainly unfortunate, disconcerting. It's, you're frustrated for the players. As far as for us, it's kind of the next man up and gives opportunity for someone else. In this case, obviously, Blake was going to be back anyway, but it sort of keeps another player around, for an opportunity.
How random? Have you ever seen like a batch of bullpen injuries this random? Like what? Come back off the ribs, a guy blowing the calf.
Yeah, it's really freak. It's really freak. But I think if you look around the league, there's a lot of managers and teams in the same situation. And I guess the one solace is these last two are non-arm issues. So that's probably a good thing.
Who's your closer for now?
We'll see. I think it's more of just managing the game and figuring out the leverage of the game, and however the ninth inning falls out, then I honestly don't even know. So we'll see, and just sort of try to win every inning and just manage the leverage.
How does this have Treinen back?
It's good. It's great, and Blake could close the game out today. So it's great having him back. It was a long road in the sense of the anticipation, the arm feeling good and feeling like you're going to break with the team, to then take that ball off the rib. So yeah, and then going to Korea, and so feeling like that we were making some headway, and then have to regress. But he's excited. I'm sure there's going to be some nerves, but I'm excited to just get him back.
Since we're talking about the bullpen, is there anything you would rather?
No, he's still not throwing yet. So once he starts throwing on somewhat of a normal program, then you can kind of use spring training as a barometer as far as kind of the build-up. So he's still a ways away.
What's the concern that with the shoulder?
When you're talking about the shoulder with the pitcher, it's high. So we're trying to do what we can, and the rest, and hopefully that he comes back. Obviously he's big and strong, and we're still expecting him to be back at some point this summer. We just don't know when.
Dave, through all of this, the bullpen's been pretty good of late. What do you attribute that successful?
They've all been really good. I think that obviously you look at what Joe's been doing. You look at Alex has been very good. Obviously Evan has been good all year. They're doing a really nice job. Yarbs has been great in whatever role that we have them in. So they've all throwing strikes. It's soft contact. There's some strikeouts in there, and they're not walking guys. And I think early on we were a victim of the home run ball early, which you just don't think it can sustain itself at that rate, which it hasn't, which is good for us. So just overall, they've been good.
Dave, Muncie's hit 2 runs off of Fried and 16 at bats. What goes into just the balance between load managing on a day game and off the night he had last night, plus the success? What goes into deciding?
Well, I made that decision for the game. So I'm trying to, I think that there's a balancing of, I think that with Max, I think that we're keeping him fresh. I think it allows a little bit of a runway for CT, who's also had success versus Max Fried. So I think that that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. I think that it's working out really well for everyone. We've got, so he'll play against Weathers. We got Weathers looking ahead this week. He'll play the whole Marlins series, and then we got a run of righty. So he's going to play plenty. But I'm also trying to find at bats and runway for Chris to get untracked. But yeah, Max had a big night last night, but this was a decision that I made prior.
What have you seen from the first 2 games between you guys, and can you take anything away from the first two and moving forward?
Can't take anything away from it. I think that we're both evenly matched. We've played better the last two games, so certainly pitched well. You know, today, Freed, local guy, it's going to be a grind today. So I don't think, I mean, the lineups are pretty similar. I like their pen, I like their team. And so right now for me, you can't take anything away from it.
Well, besides the obvious, is it important to finish this weekend strong?
I want to just win as many games as we can. So obviously it's a very good team. We had a great road trip. We're off to a good start on the homestand. So it's time to get greedy. And yeah, we're trying to sweep them.
Do you look at it at this point of the season as this is a team that we could be seeing in October?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's you know, realistically, you know, there's only so many teams that really feel like they have that opportunity, and that team over there is certainly one of them. And you could argue that they're the best team on paper. Certainly, you can. Obviously, they had a big loss in Strider, but it's still a very talented team. So that's a team we definitely look at potentially seeing in October if we're fortunate.
So does any of that bleed into what you do in the dugout during this series?
No, not where we're at on the calendar. No, but I don't know when we play these guys in Atlanta, but right now has no bearing on, you know, the future.
Dave, with Treinen, before this injury, he had missed most of the last 2 years with shoulder injuries. How did he look at spring training after all that?
He was. I was very encouraged. The stuff was, I felt, certainly where it needed to be an effective high leverage reliever. And the bet was, as he continued to kind of build up, it would get to where we had seen in past years. So right now, I think I'm certain that that's where he was at, where he's at right now, with the feeling that with adrenaline and kind of being, you know, in this environment, there's going to be an uptick too. But as far as the stuff, really good.
Dave, will there be any limitations as you ease him back into the game today?
No, not at all. Obviously, like with any pitcher, as far as innings or pitches per inning in an inning, he's done the back-to-backs. He's done 2 out of 3. I won't do an up-down. I think, you know, in years past we did the up-down, so I probably won't do that. But outside of that, he'll be just a regular guy.
Did you set the starting rotation for Europe in the next series?
So I know Walker's going Monday, and then who's it? Yamamoto's going Tuesday. Yamamoto's going Tuesday. I'm sure that's what you're asking.
Tuesday.
Stone.
Oh, then Stone. Right? You can just say when's Yamamoto. But I appreciate the care for the other players. Thank you.